If you want to raise your prices as a braider or a loctician or natural hairstylist, this is the part most stylists skip. They jump straight into "I deserve more." But clients don't pay based on what you feel you deserve. They pay based on the value that they feel and that they experience from you. And today, I want to talk to you about the 3 skills and the areas that clients are actually evaluating, whether they say it or not, whether they're aware of it or not. Because if you want to go up on your prices, these areas have to improve first. What's up, y'all? My name is China, and I've been in this industry for over 20 years. My salon has been actually open for 20 years this year. And the one thing I know for sure is this: clients are always assessing value, even when they don't have the language for it. So let's talk about what they're really responding to. Now, a little later, I'm going to walk you through how I work with other stylists to help them improve. We'll be talking about how you can get involved in that as well. Now, if you want to raise your prices, you have to be willing to ask yourself, am I delivering a higher value experience than I was even 6 months ago? And for most stylists, that comes down to 3 things. It comes down to your timing, it comes down to your technique, and it comes down to your tension. Now let's get into it. From the client's perspective, y'all, time is very valuable. I mean, it's valuable to all of us, but at the end of the day, your client is not just paying for a hairstyle, they're paying for the experience. If it just takes forever for them to get their hair done, the perceived value is going to decrease because they want to go somewhere where they can be taken care of efficiently. But if it feels inefficient, this is something that's going to be an issue. Or if it drags because of uncertainty, this is where the perceived value goes down. Getting faster with your timing doesn't mean you have to rush, but it does mean that you have to become more efficient. Clients value stylists who know their process, who move with confidence, and stylists who respect their own time. If you want to raise your prices, ask yourself honestly, am I getting more efficient? Do my services flow better than they used to? Am I improving my speed without sacrificing quality? That's a big one, because we can go fast and be fast and wrong, because efficiency increases value. Number 2, let's talk about the tension, y'all. This is about comfort, this is about health, and this is also about longevity. This one is important because it is a lot of times overlooked. Clients care deeply about tension, even if they don't know how to explain it. From their perspective, is this comfortable while it's getting done? Does my scalp feel sore? Are you snatching my edges like a savage? Like, what's going on? Can I wear this style for weeks without pain? Does my hair feel healthy when I take it down? All of these speak to how you are doing the hairstyle. Poor tension immediately lowers perceived value, because here's what a lot of stylists don't realize. This isn't about the client. This is also about you. When you're doing some things improperly over time, this is going to develop issues with your hands. And this is why you find that a lot of stylists, they end up having carpal tunnel and chronic pain. And over time, like I said, it's hurting you and the client. So you want to work on that, not just because you want to be able to raise your prices, because you also want to be able to do hair for a longer amount of time. So improving tension isn't just about charging more, y'all. It is about longevity. Higher level stylists are going to protect their clients' hair health and their own health, their own bodies, understanding the toll that doing hair takes in your body. And if you don't have the proper technique, it's going to be a problem. It leads me into number 3. Your technique is not only going to speak to how you braid, but also the quality of the hairstyle. The 3rd area that clients are always evaluating is your technique. Not perfection. They're not looking for perfection, but they are looking for consistency. From a client's perspective, they're going to ask themselves, does my style look clean every time? Does it last? Does it look like what I expected? Is it clean? So the quality of your work is going to be important, and you need to have consistency every time your client comes, because clients are going to pay more when the results are predictable. If your technique is all over the place and it varies, your pricing will feel a little shaky too. This is where you have to be honest about your skill set. If you want to go up on your prices, ask yourself, is my technique improving? Would I pay more for this experience if I were the client? Like, we got to take ourselves out of the stylist seat and put ourselves in the client seat and ask ourselves, would I pay more for this? You asking yourself these questions are really going to help you understand. Now, here's what I really want you to understand. No client knows your timing, your technique, or your tension until they sit in your chair. I mean, they might be able to see your work, don't get me wrong, but they don't know how bad it is unless they just hear from somebody else by word of mouth. But the reality is they're going to experience it in real time while they're sitting in your chair after their service is done. And this speaks to how you can build client retention. That even if they can't explain this consciously, they are asking themselves, did this feel efficient? Was I comfortable the entire time? Does my hair feel healthy after I took this style out? Did this meet or exceed my expectations? These questions determine one thing: will I come back, y'all? Return clients are what create consistency. Consistency is what creates demand, and demand is what naturally makes room for you to grow and for you to raise your prices. This is how it works. You have to turn into a stylist that is in demand. Stylists that are in demand aren't just good. They're efficient with their time. They're intentional with their technique. They are really being mindful of their tension for themselves as well as the client. You want to get to a place where your clients don't just like you, they trust you, and they are willing to pay your prices because they see the value, because you are exuding the value. You are very mindful of all these areas and you are providing the best experience as possible. So before you say I deserve more, let's be honest and do some honest assessment of how I can improve certain areas of my business, how I can improve my tension, my timing, and my technique, because it's really going to help you be able to get to this dollar amount that you see for yourself. The goal is to get clients to rebook. You want clients to rebook, you want them to refer, you want them to talk about you so you can have a good reputation. And at this point, your clients are going to be less resistant when your prices increase. Though we do want to talk about the confidence behind it, it really is going to start with your skill and your refinement, because your business is going to tell you when it's time really to go up on your prices. But we don't want to just be going up on our prices when we don't have no really verifiable evidence of like what value are we adding to our client experience. Now, if you want to get better with your timing, your technique, and your tension, you can't rely on just figuring it out. You have to be intentional about improving those areas. And that means learning what you need to adjust in order for you to have longevity in this industry and understand what's actually slowing you down, and refining your process so it's sustainable for your body and for your clients as well. Now, that level of growth does not happen accidentally. It happens with awareness. And this is why I want everybody who's watching this right now to just take some inventory. This is exactly why my mentorship exists. It's for stylists who don't want to just raise their prices, but want to earn more because they're more aware of what they need to do differently. Inside, we focus on refining your skill set, improving your efficiency, and protecting your client's hair health and your body. Also, helping you build an experience that keeps clients coming back. Because when clients return consistently, you become a stylist in demand. And when demand increases, your prices increase. If you're ready to be intentional about your growth, my mentorship is linked below. Like the video, leave a comment, subscribe, share it with another stylist.